What's up, guys? Earl at Sumo Bully Kennels. So tonight I'm in the mood. So let's talk about it. Starting my new series called Hot Topic. American Bully, of course. And if you've been following our channel, we are in the American Bully XL lane. And I just feel like chopping it up tonight. In the mood, chilling with my dogs, my family. And tonight's topic is big name stud, right? So if in your program or your journey in selecting a stud, right, is it important for you to have a big name stud from a popular kennel, or structure and consistency, right? So I want to kind of talk about that tonight. So for me, I believe you need both, and let me explain to you why. And if you're listening to this, please comment. Let's exchange, right? Let's get involved. Let's tap in. Let's really break this down. So for me, I believe in both. For a new breeder that is not established in the industry, I believe that going to a big name stud from a big kennel that's well marketed, it's necessary. It definitely is. And of course, you know, the pedigrees are behind it, the marketing that the people have put in. Basically, people knowing who that dog is and what that dog can produce. I think that's beneficial and an investment to move your program forward, right? Now, let me flip that coin on you. As an established breeder that has earned the trust of the community, I feel like picking the best stud for structure, genotype, and pedigree is necessary to move your program forward, right? So that's two whole different scenarios there, in which case both are applicable. Ultimately, both end with PEDS, genotype, and phenotype, right? Because let's face it, we're in the bully game, right? Let's equate it to, you know, basically you want that rhinoceros looking look, right? And I don't care what stud you pick and what name he has. If you're producing a giraffe just for color without the structure, guess what, man? You know, you might get some people to buy into that just for the color, but for the most part, it's not going to happen. I've seen it. I've been in this. Went down the rabbit hole myself, so I'm kind of just sharing my thoughts with you. So the question for you guys is, how would you go about it, right? If you're a new person, would you go after, you know, a big name stud that's going to cost you some money with the deep heads and productions, or will you take the right male from maybe not such a big name but has a structure and decent peds that's going to pair well with your female? I really would like to know. So please, if you're watching this, comment, man, tap in with me, because I see it both ways, you know? So for me, picking a stud, I would like to see that stud in person, number one. I want to see exactly what it is, because you know what? Pictures can sometimes deceive us. Videos can be edited to flatter a dog. And no dog is perfect. Let's get one thing straight, male or female. However, as breeders, we have the choice to pick the correct dog that's going to line up best with our male or female in order to better the breed, produce a better looking dog, the consistency we're looking for. And I'm talking about for people who are in this for the long haul, in it to win it, right? So understand your female and what that male will bring. The reality is trust and consistency, right? Ultimately, because buyers or readers spend their money, hard-earned money, right, and invest in your production if they don't trust the end result. After all, that's what a buyer is purchasing, right? When somebody spends $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $12, $15,000 with you, they want to know that that dog is going to turn out to what they expected it to be. Otherwise, it's a wasted purchase. It's wasted money, right? So big camp or startup, what's the difference, right? The reality is this, guys. One thing I've learned in this is that you are buying from the other end of that leash. Dogs will be dogs. They're going to have their structure. They're going to have their pedigree. They're going to have their goods, their bads, their best qualities, their imperfections. But the reality is you're buying from the other person on that leash, right? The person holding the leash is the person you're dealing with. And therefore, do you believe in that person? Do you trust that person? You know, when you tell that person your situation, are they empathetic towards you and believe in your cause and are trying to help you, right? A startup can have good blood, but do you just spend your money with them, right? That's kind of like, he hasn't produced anything. Okay, well, look at what he has on his yard and look at what he's taking the dog to, you know, and look at how this person operates, whether he's a startup, a big kennel, you know, or somebody in between. It's ultimately the other person on the end of that leash. That's how I feel about it. A big name kennel can demand their price. That's the reality, right? Because they earn the right to, and respect to that. However, do you trust them to have your best interest in mind, right? Or is it just that they're just trying to sell a dog and meet their bottom line, right? That's where I'm going to play devil's advocate. And again, it comes down to who you're speaking to, who you're negotiating with, who you're in contact with, and how do they make you feel? Do they make you feel comfortable to spend your money? Again, you know, I would say go with your instincts. You know, people who operate with ethics will always earn your business. And at the same token, also give those people respect and value the time, the money, and the effort they put into their program, because it's not easy. It's easy to just breed dogs and, you know, sell puppies, but are you really producing and outproducing yourself? The current dogs you have, your Gen 1, is it better than what you started with? Your Gen 2, your Gen 3? Because if it's not moving forward, then you're standing still. And that's not a person that I believe in, that I would invest in and put my money into, right? Because the reality is when you buy from somebody, you build some kind of relationship, right? They want to see you win because you bought their dog, right? They want to see your dog in the best light because that's their production. And on the other flip point aside of that, when I buy a dog from somebody, it's also my responsibility to make sure that dog turns out and develops the way it's supposed to, based on the pedigree and the work that these breeders put into it. Anything else on my part would be negligent. And if I don't do my part, then I can't turn around and say, oh, they sold me, you know, a dog that's, you know, is it that they sold me a mediocre dog, or I fed the dog mediocrely, didn't do the right thing as I'm supposed to do with a dog, didn't give it the vitamins, the exercise, the attention that it required to blossom, right? So one thing is buying the seed from a farm, right? A good seed. The second thing is, when you bought that seed, did you plant that seed and water it for it to flourish, right? It's a two-sided coin, and either way you look at it is correct. You know, some people bought a good seed, they didn't water it. Stop it. Some people did buy a good seed and watered it, and it still turned out right. Ultimately, it falls on you. To me, no choice is wrong, but not every choice is right for everyone. So what I would say, guys, genuinely is, you know, again, plan, be careful, be diligent, and definitely, as a purchaser, hold up your end of the bargain. You know, that's the least you can do, because you're investing in this dog. And therefore, you want to see the dog win. That dog wins for you, it wins for your program, right? But it also complements your breeder. So respect your program, respect your breeder, and with that said, even at that, things can go wrong, right? However, if you do those two things, I believe you have a higher chance of succeeding. So that's it. Just wanted to chop it up, guys. Earl with Sumo Bully Kennels, sharing my thoughts, sharing my vision, sharing how I feel. Just wanted to share the love, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Guys, give me the love because I'm going to give the love back, man. I'll catch you on the next one. This is Hot Topic Episode 1. Peace.